Samuel Leeds is Britain's most notorious multi-millionaire property investor, best-selling author and founder of a leading property education company. With hundreds of success students carving their way to financial freedom using his cutting-edge strategies, Samuel is regarded as the ultimate renegade property investor. In this year's Eviction, the stakes have been raised big time, with the winner receiving the keys to the kingdom by getting a life-changing prize of a whole week's one-to-one mentoring in their own financial freedom challenge. More drama, more heartbreak and more action as candidates battle it out to be the 2020 winner of the Eviction.
We had over 500 people apply to be on the Eviction.
Mind blowing.
We've got 10 candidates that are part of the process. Let's see what happens.
This is crazy.
You're evicted.
Hi, my name's Lawson Hopwood and I'm a Senior Account Manager from Manchester.
My name's David Eccles, I'm from Ireland.
My name is Oya McVeigh, I am from London.
My name is Anicia Hutchinson, I'm 18 years old and I'm from London originally but raised in Warsaw.
My name is Evans Willie, I'm from Ealing.
My name's Nadia, I'm 39 years old. I'm originally from Manchester.
Hi, my name's Endrit. I'm 21 years old. I'm a property sourcer based in London.
Hello, my name is Jaden and I'm 20 years old and from East London.
Hi, I'm Jamal Robinson. I'm 21 from Sheffield.
Hi, I'm Faz. I'm 30 years old and I'm from Coventry.
So as I mentioned, I'm a Senior Account Manager but recently made redundant during lockdown and found that property was almost my way out, so it was a blessing in disguise. Being made redundant has allowed me to push full-time in property deal sourcing and being able to jump onto this competition.
I wanted to join this competition because I really want to make a statement and just show individuals that it doesn't really matter where you came from. As long as you really want it bad enough, you'll do whatever it takes to get it. My last name is Willie and I'm doing this to, really put my last name out there. So let's go Team Willie.
In terms of my academics, I feel like I've always been someone who did well at school. I was head girl in primary school. I was on the school council in secondary school. I did pretty well in school and then went on to get a grad job as well in a top 4 accountancy firm in Canary Wharf. So things have kind of fallen into place in terms of academics and my career and profession.
Dream life will be a life where I'm happy and I can do what I want. I associated happiness with money my whole life because I thought the reason why my life is so sad, the reason why my mum's always upset or always struggling is because I don't have money. And it was just money equaled happiness to me. And the more that I grow and the more that I evolve, I realise money doesn't actually equal happiness. It really doesn't. What equals happiness is freedom.
I've always known that I don't want a job. I don't want to work for anyone like that. I got into a state agency. I did that for a few months. But I weren't really enjoying that as well. But then around that same time, that's when I discovered Samuel. I started watching his videos and stuff, and then I got into serviced accommodation.
I wanted to join this competition because I want to give back. I want to help others. I want to show my son that anything that you believe that you can do it. I want to learn from Samuel because he's the best in the UK. I've researched and seen he is the best.
Maybe the accent, some people don't. We need subtitles. I'm a strong competitor, so I don't like losing. This is all I ever wanted to do was property, so never went to college.
Yeah, so to get into the Eviction, what I done was I made a post about Samuel Leeds. I posted it on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything I could think of. I messaged everyone I know and random people as well to tag Samuel Leeds. I got about 160 messages tagging Samuel Leeds, so he kept seeing my name pop up. My why is for my father. I've seen him work for so many years. He's a really hard worker, but I want to give him some free time. I want to make him financially free.
My dream life looks like financially free, my circle around me financially free, my family financially free. 2020 has been very interesting because went from started January, was at uni doing sound engineering, didn't really like it, wasn't for me, stuck in the classroom, ended up dropping out of uni. And even in my house, everyone just being entrepreneurial in a way, with his selling stuff, or whether it was got a podcast or got a YouTube channel, everyone's just doing something entrepreneurial.
So
I was working in the call centre for 5 years, and it's just not, it wasn't for me. I quit my job, and what I thought at the time was to get into a trade was very successful. I didn't know at the time anything about property, so I got into a trade as an electrician. One day I put the lockout system on the electrics, locked it out, put a sign on it saying I'm using the electrics, I'm currently working on it. I went up some ladders on the roof, and there was a wire that I was rewiring, and another electrician came in, disregarded the tag that I put on the electric box, cut the bolt, turned the electrics back on. When I was up the ladders, it electrocuted me in the head. There was a wire right next to my head, sent me off. I fell off the ladders, off the roof of the house, onto the floor, electrocuted myself and hurt my back severely, and it put me out of work for about 4 years. And during that time, when I was out of work, that's really when I realised when I stop, the money stops, and I need to change a career. I'm the underdog. I'm the person that meant to go home first, and I'm still going to be here at the very last stage smiling.
You calculate the ROI by the total amount invested by the amount that you're getting out, divided by 100. Times 100, sorry.
Just everything in general added in, minus, let's see, I messed it. I know what I'm saying, but I messed it up. Can I start again?
Article 4 came in, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure the date, but I don't think it's too long ago. I think 2018, I might be wrong.
A mortgage is, I think it's the amount of money put in divided by, no, something divided by total investment. I have no clue. I think it's 20.
ROI is,
Yield is, no idea, not gonna lie.
I would probably say,
ROI is
A mortgage. A mortgage is a loan on a property, I believe. Can I take a rough guess?
Camera pressure. I know what ROI is. Return on investment, so that's the money, the profit per year divided by the value of the property. No, sorry, that's wrong.
50 million? I have no clue. 50 million houses in the UK?
houses in the UK, there's around 20 to 25,000.
ROI is return on investment. That's when you find out how much money goes into the deal, how much you're getting out of the deal. You take the annual rent profit and then you divide it by the total money down for the deal. Yeah, then you get your ROI and times it by 100. That's right.
Well, them lot clearly had absolutely no idea what they're on about. Yes, the Eviction is back with a brand new series, and thankfully Samuel Leeds is here to give us a Mystic Meg look back at what's happened this year in property.
The year 2020 has been an absolutely crazy year. Loads of people are losing their jobs, they're being made redundant, and right now more than ever, I think people need to become property entrepreneurs. I had the idea for the Eviction in summer 2020. And we were kind of coming out of lockdown by then. So I thought by the end of the year when we do it, it's going to be great, it's going to be perfect. We're going to be able to spend a whole month living in my house. It's going to be awesome. Challenges, and we can evict people slowly. But what happened was the restrictions with the pandemic got more and more tight, and it was actually just days before we met with the 10 contestants when we were told we were about to go into a second nationwide lockdown. And everyone's telling me, all my team and the executives on the board, Samuel, we need to cancel the Eviction. It's cancelled, it's cancelled. I'm thinking, but these 10 candidates, a lot of them have been made redundant, they've lost their jobs, they need a break. So I didn't know what to do. And it was literally 10 minutes before they all turned up. They turned up at a hotel. They thought that they were going ahead with the Eviction. My staff thought that it was being cancelled, and 10 minutes prior to speaking to them, I thought, I'm not telling them it's cancelled. We're going to run with this. We're going to condense it. The first challenge that was supposed to take a week, we're going to have to do in a night. And we suddenly just, woof, the videographers came from everywhere. We condensed it, and we got started there and then on the spot, impromptu, which was just amazing. Before the first challenge was set, the week prior, I met with all of the candidates and I told them your first challenge is going to be around buy, refurbish, refinance deals. So I gave them all the online buy, refurbish, refinance masterclass, which by the way is a £1,000 course. And they were all so happy. They said, thank you. I said, has everyone got time to do the course this week? They all said yes. So they knew that by the time we met for the first challenge, they had to have completed that training. So when we met up for the first challenge, I set them a challenge where they had to find a buy, refurbish, refinance opportunity on the spot, and I told them they had 10 minutes to do that. And to be honest, from the training that they'd had the week prior, most people should be able to find a property opportunity. So let's see. You had a pretty big challenge was it a week ago when we met, and you had the buy, refurbish, refinance masterclass given to you guys. Did you get on well with the training? Yes. Excellent, fantastic. Good to see you all. So it starts now. You know, literally, we begin right now. No messing. It's happening. We're on. The challenge today is going to be around BRR, by the way. So hence why you had the homework to go through the BRR masterclass. One of you, very, very, very soon, is going to be selected as the winner of the eviction. And the winner of the eviction isn't going to get a certificate of, well done, you graduated, you're the winner. You're not going to get an accreditation scheme. You're going to get to do an FF challenge with me. I want to be living with somebody that actually takes action, someone that gets results, someone that can learn quick, someone that arrives on time. So the first challenge is going to be to find a BRR lead. That's going to be the first challenge. Now, you've all got iPhones, you've got laptops. I want you to find and be prepared to present, maybe to me, maybe to the room, your BRR deal. 10 minutes begins now.
So here we go. The candidates begin scouring the internet to find a buy, refurbish, refinance property. If you don't know what this means, essentially it's finding a rundown property for mega cheap which needs loads of work doing on it. The idea is to buy it cheap, uplift the value by renovating it to a whole new level of swanky gorgeousness, and getting a revaluation done to realise it's worth way more. If you do it really well, you can pull all of your money back out and move on to the next one.
Come on, Jaden, come on out. Give Jaden a hand, give him a hand. All right, excellent.
All right, I've got a deal. It's in Wherensbury. It's in WS10. You need to put 32,500 down.
Sorry, so how much you need to put down?
30,500.
30,000.
That's just 25% deposit, and then with the refurb, that's going to come to 49,500.
Am I the only one who noticed how short his trouser legs are?
Around 375 per room.
All right, and what's the cost of the refurb, and how did you come to that figure?
The cost is 17,000 because I worked out from the what's it called? The refurbishment sheet we got from before. I worked out that it needs a whole new carpet, whole new kitchen. That's around 4,000.
Good.
So
no, I'm looking at it now. That looks realistic.
Alistair there, looking as engaged as usual.
No, I just found it right.
Just found it right now. Okay, and the GDV. What's the end value?
End value. I didn't get to check that bit, but yeah, I didn't get to check that bit. Okay.
You do realise that the property has sold?
Oh dear, well this is awkward, Jaden, isn't it?
No, I didn't realise that one.
I really wanted you all to be at a point where you could find at least a half decent BRR deal, and not even have any idea what the end value is a little bit concerning. Okay, cool. All right, who's next? Excellent. Go for it then, David.
Property price, asking price is £55,000. I was trying to be conservative with the refurb. I estimated a refurb of 15,000, which was taking a total to £70,000. And on the street, there were two properties sold between 2017 to 19 for 80, and the other was 89. So I went in the middle at.
David looks like a completely overworked Labour politician knocking on your front door to try and get your vote.
5% of 85,000 is 63,000, because I was going to do a printing. Your is 63,750, and the total all in 55,000 plus 15 was £70,000. So that was being conservative. There's a chance to pull all the money out, but going off that, I was leaving in about 7,000.
What did you say was the end value?
I went for 85,000, just in the middle.
Where did you get your end value from? Based on what?
I didn't get a chance to go through mouse price, but when you went to nearby sold prices, there were two properties sold on that same street for 80,000.
Yeah, I can see them. It looks good. Great. You can go grab a seat. Go ahead.
We've got a 3-bed terrace house. It's actually an auction property. It says for sale by auction with a starting bid 50 grand.
Yep.
So it needs quite a lot of work doing. It needs a full cosmetic refurb. I've been quite conservative. I've said if the bid goes up to, let's say, 70k, which is realistic for the condition of it, and the 10k with full cosmetic, and including legal fees and stuff. The total money in would be about 85 grand.
So you're saying you're buying it for 50 and then you're spending 35 grand doing it up? Is that?
If we buy for 70, around 70, the starting bid's 50, but looking at the other houses in the area, I reckon it'd go for higher than 50.
Okay, so you buy it for 70. What do you reckon the development cost will be?
About 10 grand.
About 10. Yeah. And what's the GDV?
So the GDV, based on the sold properties in the area, on the actual same road, in the last 8 years, 3 have sold, one for 120k, one for 125, and one for 110. So our total money is 85, but I've gone for the end value of 110k. So once we get a mortgage on that, 75% loan to value, that'll be 82,500. So we'll be left with 2,500 left in the deal.
And what did you value your 110 end value on?
Based on what other properties are sold and the condition of them and the condition that we'll be able to get them.
Is this one that you found prior, or did you find this just now?
No, I just found it now.
Just now. Alistair, any questions?
Do you know what number? What house number is it?
No.
Okay. So it's starting bid of £50,000. What costs would you be needed to pay at the auction house when the hammer falls?
Cost of the auction house, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Because obviously you need to factor that in. Anyone that's doing auction properties, you need to factor that in, and typically it will be at least 10% on top of that. So if you're saying you're going to buy it at 70,000, you'll probably end up. I predict that will actually go for more than that.
If you put forward an offer at pre-auction and it was rejected,
hi girls,
based on the training that you did on the BRR masterclass, how would you deal with that? How are you going to turn a no into a yes? Because obviously that's a massive part of doing deals, is turning no's into yeses. We spent quite a long time about it on training. So how would you turn a no into a yes?
I think I would probably up my bid a bit and show what value I'm going to add to the property. I'd also go to...
But how can you up your bid? Because when you're putting a bid in an auction, you always start with your highest bid. So how can you up your bid?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Did you finish the training? Did you finish it?
I do have like the last week left, yeah.
You haven't finished it?
No, I haven't.
Okay. How come?
I didn't get time to finish it.
Okay, look, it's really tough for me, but if you haven't finished the training and you don't know basic information about BRR, when that was your week's challenge, it's tough for me. Dude, with regret, you're evicted.
So after failing to do his homework because the dog ate it or something, we lose our first candidate of this year's eviction.
Hi, I found a BRR in Wolverhampton.
Okay.
I went to uni in Birmingham, which is not too far, so I have an idea of the area. So it's cash only. It's up for 69,000 at the moment, but it has been up since June 2018. So I reckon if I am to speak to the estate agents or whoever is selling it, that we could get some discount on that. Potentially like 10k, 10 to 20k off. It's a 3-bed with 2 receptions, so what I'll do is turn one of the receptions into a room, make it a 4-bed. I looked at how much it goes for on spare room, how much the rooms in Wolverhampton go for, and they're around 350 to 400 per month. So I times that by 5, and that gives me about 2,000 to take home per month. In terms of estimated refurbishment costs, I literally recently done my bathroom as well, so I know that I have a builder who would actually do it in the region of 3 to 4k for me. Same with the kitchen, 5k, and in terms of the paint and carpet, just to kind of keep it uniform around the house, around 3 to 5k. So I put an estimated refurbishment cost of around 13k. I did look at some of the house prices that went in about 2018, and they sold for about 80k, 90k.
Do you know the difference between the asking price, the purchase price, and the guide price?
Yeah. So the asking price is what the seller was asking for. The guide price is kind of the region that you can get it within. It could be a 20k margin or whatever. And what was the last one?
Asking price, guide price, and purchase price.
And I think there's a certain amount that the seller will never go below, and so that, I believe, is the purchase price.
So the asking price is what they want, the guide price is roughly what they want, and the purchase price, It doesn't seem like you even know the difference between the guide price, the asking price, and the purchase price.
Sorry, let me try and explain that again.
Because the guide price is $69,950, but you're saying you reckon you could buy it for $55, which I don't think will be possible. But I'm trying to work out your rationale behind that.
Okay, so sometimes when I look on Rightmove, it says prices starting from, and I know that it'll be very hard to get the price less than that.
Yeah.
Whereas with a guide price, I feel like it's almost like a bracket. So you can have maybe 5k less or 5k more.
Yeah. What bracket is it though? Because this is an auction property. The guide price is $69,950. There's a very clear percentage between, because if they advertise it for a certain guide price, they can't advertise it at $69,950. But have an asking price that's way off. There is a specific percentage. Do you know what that percentage is?
I think it's 10%.
Yeah. Was that a guess?
No, I think because I've got all my notes here from your course.
Okay. Did you go through all the training?
I did go through all the training.
Okay.
I have like one bit left to finish, but I went through the majority of the training. I've got all my notes here, literally, from everything I did.
Did you find any other deals while you were going about your training?
No, I didn't actually find any other deals that I feel like I can pretend.
I mean, I've got to say, I'm a bit disappointed you didn't finish the training. It's not that much training to do. And you had a week to do it in preparation for a BRR challenge. To not do the training, you're almost taking yourself out of the game. I mean, help me out.
I can only apologise. My plan was to finish the training today. I thought to start on the course tomorrow. I spent every single day, even though this was my last week, I worked every single day training after work, just so that I can have...
It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. However,
hold on, Samuel, bit of sexual discrimination here. You can't get rid of that last lad for not finishing the course, but keep her on for doing exactly the same bloody thing.
I got here at 37 minutes past, I think.
3:37 is not near 2 or 3, it's 3:37. I just wondered what happened.
I was here before 3:30, and...
But it wasn't, it was 3:37.
Yeah, no, I got here late because basically I caught the wrong underground train. I went back.
Yeah, all I'm thinking is, when we do the FF challenge, the amount of viewings that we're having to do, it's like here, there, bang, poof, drive over to this place, drive over to be late for the first appointment when you've come from home and you've had a week to prepare, freaks me out.
Yeah, no, that being late, it really is a bad impression, but it wasn't not out of my control because I should have probably came down the weekend before I got familiar with the underground train and stuff like that, but I was just like...
It just looks terrible. Yeah. It looks terrible. And for me having to go and live with somebody for a week, and do loads of viewings, and to be back-to-back appointments when you've had a week. Anyway, not a good look, but go on. Tell me.
Just to speak about that again, obviously I've been up from very early. I come from Birmingham, I've travelled 3 hours to get here. The reason why I'm late is because obviously I got on the wrong train. I do understand that is...
I know, but listen, whether it's your fault or not, it doesn't matter. The point is, when we're doing business, we're going out, not from Birmingham, much further than that. Yesterday I was in Liverpool. I went to Liverpool, I had a 20-minute appointment. If I'd have been 5-10 minutes late, I would have missed the appointment.
How'd you get there?
I went by car.
I had to take public transport, so I don't really have, I couldn't, like if I had...
Well, it's going to be very tough working together, so you're evicted.
Why am I evicted immediately?
Because I can't see it working out.
This feels less like a TV show, more like a school teacher rollicking his students for turning up late and not doing their own work.
Looking at today, it's a 4-bedroom flat. It's currently been advertised for 340,000. So to get it compliant and get it up to par, I've put aside about 15,000.
Right. Okay. So it's on the market for 340, and you're thinking you'll be able to buy it for how much?
300,000.
Because it says offers in region of. All right. Fine. Okay. So go ahead. Tell me about the deal.
On that street, there's been a few properties sold for 335, but not one of them are 4 beds. So looking at 4 beds in that area, it realistically goes about 395, 400, 420.
Yeah. Did you just find this now, or did you find this in your training?
So no, I actually found this in my training.
Okay. So it's on for 340. You're trying to get it for 300. 100 years left on the lease. Good. How much is going to be the total development on it?
GDV?
No, sorry, the total development on it. The refurbishment cost.
Of course, I had 15,000.
15?
Yeah.
And what do you think the GDV would be?
Conservative, I put 395.
How would you increase the value by 95 grand just by I mean, in that 15 grand, what are you going to do that's going to be such a transformational thing that's going to push the value up that much?
What I'm going to do is make it compliant, because right now it's an illegal.
Okay, so you're saying it's an illegal HMO, so they're selling it cheap because they're obviously running it illegally. You would buy it, you'd spend 15 grand converting it. Okay, I like it, good. Grab a seat. Who's next? Lawton.
The case, you could have said I'm very, I'm shaking at the moment, so I feel like going back in there.
I know, yeah.
So I'm not actually moving from here, so I'll stand here until everyone's looking and I'll speak to someone myself. It's a case of, I don't understand, don't try and shake, don't tell me to come and stand in front of you and tell you something. If you know from the beginning that you wasn't going to have me because I was late, blah, blah, blah.
Well, we didn't know you were late till you're late.
I came at 3:37.
Yeah, but if you said 3 to 3:30 and you turned up at 3:37, then you're late.
When I spoke to you, you knew that you had to complete the course by the end of the week.
Talk about that already, about my data issues and loading and all this and that.
Can we go this way because it's disturbing all the cameras?
Oh, is it?
I just don't understand.
Holy crap, this guy's built like a fridge.
2-bedroomed and terraced in Warrington.
Okay, I like it.
I believe that we can get this property for between 80,000 and 85,000. I've took a build around there yesterday.
Wow, good action.
We believe that the refurb cost is going to be about 20. I've put in 25 just in case there's anything else that I've not seen.
So this is an actual deal, not like a lead. You've literally been out there with a builder.
It's pretty close to be finished, yeah.
That's brilliant.
I've already spoke to local agents, 3 of them, and they've all confirmed that the rent would be between 750 and 800.
Did you know about BRR? Had you done any BRRs or anything before this training?
Once I did the BRR training, it made me realise how much I didn't know about it.
Okay, so this is literally straight off the back of your BRR training, and you found a deal, you've had a builder go out.
Yeah.
All right. And it's on the market for how much?
125,000.
125. And why do you think you could buy it for 85 when it's on for 125?
Because I've already spoken to the vendor and built a relationship up with her herself, and she's already given me the sort of green light that
the man's got a point.
Purple bricks.
You do realise that there's another 4 or 5 properties on for 125 that have all sold? Yeah. They're selling like hotcakes in that area? Yeah. Okay. So how much are you going to spend on it?
Roughly, I believe it's going to be about 20,000, but I've budgeted 25,000.
Okay. And then the end value?
After speaking to a couple of agents, the area is pushing in price, going up, so we think that it's going to be about 135 to 140.
I can see that. And the thing that I'm the most dubious about, Lawton, is the 85 grand purchase price. Yeah. Are you confident on that?
Yeah, pretty confident. Yeah, I've spoken to very good quite a few times, and
all right, I like it. Grab a seat.
Right, thank you.
I like it.
I was reciprocating exactly what he. Like, I don't understand. Okay. The same energy he was giving me was the same energy I was giving back. Okay. Don't try and downplay public transport because it does make a major. If you've got a car, you can jump out and do all this and that. I've gone the wrong way. So you've nodded and you shaking your head. So what's the difference in public transport? You don't care about it.
No, it's not. I don't care about it. But perhaps if you valued this opportunity that much, you would have come down this morning. Lisa, I wish you well. I'm not here to argue Simon's point. He's evicted you. Then it's out of my control. So I'm not here to. I wish you completely well. I'm not here to.
Go ahead, Nadia. Let's hear what you got. Okay, I can see it. It's on the market for £30,000 guide price. You know the difference between guide price and reserve price and asking price?
That's just a guideline to say it could be more.
How much more could it be?
I would say less than double.
No, it's on for 30. Yeah. So could it be 50? 60?
It could go up to 50.
No, but could it? So what's the reserve price?
30.
You don't know that though. 30 is the guide price.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sensing you don't know the difference between the guide price, the reserve price, and the purchase price, which is fundamentally key in this. Did you do the training?
I did.
Did you finish it?
Not completely, almost.
How much did you finish it? Because it's saying here that you did 20%, because we have a tracker on it. And how's 20% almost finishing it?
I didn't finish it.
Okay, but a minute ago you said you almost finished it, now it's 20%. Did you just do 20%?
Yes.
So what do you think I'm going to say now?
Not sure.
You're evicted. Tell me about your deal.
I found a deal in Burnley.
Okay, so the end value is how much?
The end value, I believe, would be around 70,000 consecutively.
70,000.
The purchase price is 55k. Refurb's 5,000.
So that's 60,000 all in.
Yeah, it's just like a cosmetic basic.
And you're going to lift it up by 10%?
Yes, and I believe I can sell it for 70,000.
But that's at 5,000. I would like to do that to a very high standard, not just a basic.
Finish the training. Good. I mean, it's not a lot to ask. You know, it's like.
It's brilliant training. I tried to go over it a few more times to really try to pause, stop and understand.
Yeah, good.
Because I want to make the most of this.
So what we've learned is being a teacher's pet is a good thing and will get you ahead in life.
I meet a lot of great people that will help me excel in the business.
Where did you get the 70,000 GDV from?
I literally just looking on market value of whatever house is selling for in the area, compared to the sort of standard what they're going for. I believe I can get a house to that standard, but better. And they're still going for 70,000. So I believe everything I done was consecutive. I can do it to a £70,000 market, but my house will be a lot better.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go grab a seat. Endrick, go ahead. Postcode, CV2, good area, good part of Coventry. Like it. You did the training, right? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Of course, because why would you not? That would be crazy. Okay, cool. Tell me about the deal.
So the asking price, what the landlord's asking for, is £89,500.
He looks like if Elijah Wood and Jordan Belfort had a love child.
If I go into the sold properties, would be between, well, I've put 140,000. I've seen this 2-bed properties sold like 21st of February 2019. The property was sold for 163,500. I've estimated the refurb cost to be 15,000.
Yeah.
Just so we can change up the kitchen, make it look modern, and also on the bedrooms they need to change the flooring and maybe paint and decoration. So that would make it. So the done-up value is 140,000. The rent, I got an average of £575 a month.
How is the end value 140 and it's just sitting on Rightmove at 82? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, based on the figures that I've seen on the properties sold on the Miles price, there's 2 beds going for they're going for 163, 131.
Yeah, I can see that. They are. It's strange. Very strange, but I guess you've just found it now. Of course, you've not done all your due diligence on it. It looks on paper like a good deal. So yeah, we'll investigate. Okay, cool. Go grab a seat. So your next challenge is going to be set tonight, and there is going to be more people evicted tomorrow.
Yeah, so I've just been evicted. I feel like it was fair because I didn't complete all the online training. I feel like I would have gone a lot further if I did do that. But yeah, anyway, I'm grateful for the opportunity. And I'm sure everyone will be seeing me on Winners on a Wednesday very soon.
We're going to get a month of coaching, a month of...
And that's what I'm grateful about, so...
It's worth £1,000, so...
Exactly.
And just show up. Just make sure on the Wednesday calls you're there.
Yeah.
I can tell you now categorically that everyone comes on that call, realistically, 75 to 80% of them are doing deals. And then
so that can be access to your...
Yeah, it's the one we do
that's
Wednesday night.
But even me doing... just a little bit has opened up my mind to know that I can do it.
Yeah.
Before, I was like, how can I do it? But I can see that I can do it.
Coming up tomorrow.
I'm stressed. I'm stressed on their behalf.
I'm confident we're going to win.
You've got till then to sell that deal. I would recommend you sell it tonight and you get the money in your bank tonight.
Hi guys, I've just secured a deal in Warrington.
2 minutes to go. Why prolong the sale?
The night, and some of them are already getting interest. Yeah. That's huge.
They haven't got the hunger that we got.
Strong team. I don't know who's going to win this. This could go either which way. So, I'm very sorry, but you're evicted.